Welcome to my life. So Gabrielle and I are headed to her nephrology appointment. Okay, so I'm backing out of the driveway. As you can hear, my backup camera is broken because some curious George decided to take their finger and push my camera in because apparently it looked like a button. But anyway, yeah, Lionel gets to climb under my bumper and fix that. That'll be fun. But anyways, we go to these appointments every 3 months. Gabrielle has to go see a nephrologist every 3 months, and from the time she was a baby until about a year ago, she went to a clinic at the hospital once a year. But by the grace of God, she doesn't have to go to the nephrology and cardiology clinics at Children's Hospital anymore. So we're just down to 4 appointments per year, and then she has to go get an ultrasound like once every year, every 2 years, and then she has to go for about 2 to 4 blood work appointments, and then of course she goes to her regular primary care. But we are headed to the nephrologist. Sometimes these appointments can be very emotionally charged for me. Gabrielle is doing amazing though. So basically she was born with cysts on her kidneys. Gabrielle was supposed to be a twin, and early on in the pregnancy the other twin vanished, and so doctors did all types of genetic testing and let me know that she has CACUT. It's considered congenital abnormalities of the kidneys and urinary tract. Yeah, say that real fast. So she has CACUT. And then I don't like to say or claim anything, but her kidneys were not exactly growing like they were supposed to, but now they have been growing exponentially, and the cysts are, is it benign? Like, they're just simple cysts, and so she has to get ultrasounds of them and then blood work for her kidney function, which her kidney function is great according to me, and her creatinine levels, but she has to make sure she eats healthy foods, fruits, vegetables, not too much sugar, not too much salt. And her least favorite part is... What's your least favorite part?
Blood work.
Blood work. Because this lady blew her vein out, and it was painful, and her whole arm turned purple. So we had to stop actually going to the technician at the children's lab and start going to LabCorp, because they do a little bit of a better job. Surprisingly, you would think that people that work with children would be better, but we have to go to LabCorp. She doesn't even want to go back to the lab tech at Children's. But her least favorite part is getting blood. She's gotten much better at it. Oh Lord, how did I do that? So we're on our way to her appointment, and I'm sure it will be all great news, because I'm always claiming and saying every cell in her body is being healed and restored. Her kidneys are growing exponentially. Her creatinine levels are normal. Her kidney function is 100. I just always say that and claim that out loud. When you are going through something where your children has a chronic health condition, it can be very stressful for the primary caretaker, which is me, and she's actually not my only child that has a chronic health issue. My older son has nephrotic syndrome. So I don't know these parents out here that make stuff up about their children's health. I don't get that at all. That is absolutely crazy. Like, why would you do something like that? The stress and the overall thought of something being out of your control, that you there's really nothing. Well, there is something you can do. You can pray, but everything else, there's nothing you can really do And so I don't understand how there's people out here that actually make stuff up about their kids. I forget what that thing is called. Some syndrome. The why, I don't know, because I would never wish on anyone to have to, as a parent, go through some of the things you go through when you're primary caretaker of children with medical needs. But anyway. We're here. We made it. This is a pretty nice building. So we made it. This is a satellite location for children. Alright. Park right here. In the back. Is your stomach better now that you're out of the car?
No.
Gabrielle got car sick. Happens to her and James. Alright. Go on. Go in.
Stinking elephant.
Exactly. Go on.
Why are you recording this?
For my TikTok.
Scary.
I agree. Oops. Stinks. Go ahead.
Uncomfortable. How nice.
Let's go. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. We cross the street. We cross the street together.
Where did birdies go?
La 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 la.
There was a bunch of birds.
All right, let's walk around. Okay, so great news coming out of Gabrielle's appointment. Her labs were stable and she has, let's see, what month is this? This is June. She doesn't have to come back for 5 months and she'll repeat labs right before then. And if they're still stable, then she'll probably get to do labs like every 6 months and then possibly go to once a year. She doesn't have to have any ultrasounds until she's older. So the great news is she's stable and she gets a few more months before she has to get poked again. And now we're going to go treat ourselves after doctor's appointment treat. I do this for all my kids. I don't know if y'all do that with your kids, but Starbucks, what do you want?
I don't know.
You want egg whites?
Yes.
There it is. There's the Starbucks. This line is taking forever. Thank you. Yeah, little girl. Thank you. You too. So, you got your treats. Let's see your Dubai chocolate. Let's see what it looks like. I never knew Starbucks had Dubai chocolate. All right, take a bite. Let's see the middle. Show me the inside. Ooh, does it taste delicious? Yes. Are you sure? Okay. Wait a minute. Look, show me.
No.
Just show me your finger.
Because there was something
Show me your
hard
finger.
into it.
Why did she pull this out and I thought she had a tooth in her Dubai chocolate? That's her tooth. It made her tooth come out.
Because it was super loose. That's why.
That was freaky. Okay, thank you so much. There was a kind individual that let me go. And there's not a lot of people that are kind anymore on this earth. Oh my gosh, look at the... I had to stir it.
Is that caramel?
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, I got it on me, on my car. Is there a napkin? Everything's about to be sticky. Okay, that's better now that it's stirred. These are really good if you buy it and then stick it in the freezer and then freeze it for like an hour. Overall, it is an absolutely gorgeous day. Look at that sky. All the clouds, blue sky, no rain. It's only 80 degrees, not a lot of humidity. We had been dealing with a lot of humidity. We're here. 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 Little girl. Where's your seatbelt? I'm just reflecting on the appointment today, and I'm going to be so honest. Going to these appointments is always emotional for me. Facing the reality of, what Gabrielle has going on, but to get to a point where she's stable and she'll only have to possibly get to the point of doing blood work once a year, and she won't have to keep having ultrasounds. Just it's like, I can't really describe good news, relief, and just is a lot to carry. God is definitely listening and answering prayers. I'm never going to stop believing that. And I'm just going to continue to pray for her whole healing, and that she'll be made whole, and that every cell in her body is being restored, and that no words spoken over her by anyone on this earth will have no power when they are negative, because God is the highest and mightiest authority. And so I'm just thanking God for her complete restoration and healing. Amen.